Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Beautiful Dopeness, Tasha here. I'm about to go in the backyard and my husband's gonna take down the, if you remember if you're new here, in my last video, I was showcasing the tomato bed that I grew tomatoes in last year. Well, it collapsed due to the snowstorm, the snow and ice storm we just had. So my husband's gonna take it apart so I can eventually make it into a flower bed, because there's no point in leaving that structure up because it wasn't the best structure anyway. We just put it together with some PVC pipe and some shade cloth and stuff, but it was meant to be gone. Things are meant to happen sometimes. So out with the old and with the new. Well, before we go outside, I need to show a little bit of footage of me working on my seed starting. I finally did my winter sowing. I know, I'm so late. Well, I finally did my seed starting. And I decided to do winter sowing because I'm a part of this Facebook garden group, one of them. And there's some people in there doing some winter sowing. I decided to give it a try. Normally don't ever winter sow. I never have before. I've always direct sowed come spring and summer or fall. And I've always started seeds inside, but this time I decided to do some winter sowing as an experiment because I don't know if it's gonna work. Sometimes when I try to do things, they don't always work out, but I decided to give it a try. I'm gonna show some footage right now of me putting together my winter sowing before I go outside. All right. Okay, so before I get into winter sowing, I had to run to Walmart real quick because they have this 50-pack of solo cups for $3.87, and they're not solo brand. They're great value actually, but I'm on a budget, and y'all, if y'all know me, for those of y'all who know me, I am a budget shopper anyway. So I saw these rosemary seeds. I actually want to start some rosemary seeds and some mint seeds from seed because I've never done it before. And I found these chickpeas, garbanzo beans. Good deal. So now I'm back home and I used a soldering iron to put some holes in the red solo cups. And I laid out all the seeds I want to use to winter sow today. It's a little mix of everything. I'm just going with the flow with it. You know, I'm not following any rules, not being perfect. I'm just going to see what grows, see what sprouts, and go from there. I'm super anxious about the mint seeds I got today and the rosemary ones because I've never started. Well, actually, you know what? I don't think I've started any herbs from seed. I think I usually just buy the starts. Yeah, so I actually got a couple seed packets that are herbs that I've never started from seed. So this will be a first time experience. So basically, I'll have you guys along with me as I go through this process, and you know, you'll see what fails and what works. I also have these Bonnie Planters cups from last year that I'm going to reuse. And I got this bin right here from Goodwill for like $3. I'm going to use it for my soil and everything. And then this is an experiment for me because I've never winter sowed before, but from what I learned, you take a Ziploc bag, a gallon size, and some solo cups, and you have to leave an opening for water to get through, like rain, and that's what waters the soil or whatever. Or some people have actually like went outside and used the spray bottle and sprayed the soil if not enough water got in, but I'm not sure which way I'm gonna go with yet, because I think I need some clips. I think the guy or female, whoever it was that demonstrated, they had a clothesline hanger. What are they called? Clothesline hangers or clothesline clip, whatever. They had one of those holding open the bag so that water could pass through for moisture and everything. But I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet. I'm gonna have to watch another video or two, because I'm so new to this, so this is an experiment for me. But I heard it was easier and funner or more fun to winter sow. I just haven't done it myself. I've always seed started in the house, or I would just direct sow spring and summer, but this will be my first time winter sowing. And also I've seen some people take one of these, poke holes in the bottom, and I think some holes on the top, and then they'll put some soil in here and set it outside on the table, and they winter sow that way, which I'm gonna do also. So I got a couple different experiments I'm working on. And then I also have these plastic egg cartons. I already poked holes in the bottom. Gonna put some soil in here. And then these act as a miniature greenhouse. So got 3 different things going on. But hopefully they all work out either way. So I'm about to get started. I do different things every year. So with gardening, you learn something different every year. I've realized, like, there's not like one way to do a garden. Like, there's rules, but I don't always like to follow them because there's always somebody saying, you should do this, you should do that. I like to just do what works, you know, and I like to try new things also. So I don't really do the same thing every year. I kind of do different experiments, and whatever works, works. Whatever doesn't. I don't really follow any rules because who's to say who's right, you know? But this year I decided to go with what I did see on this garden group, and a lady suggested that she uses this garden mix or potty mix, and it works out great for her. So being that I like the experiment, I decided to go ahead and try it. It was 2 bags of this for like, I think $12 on Amazon. Might have been like $12, $14, $15. But I'm gonna try it this year, see how I like it. And it does have like little bark pieces in it, which I'm not a fan of. But I mean, we'll see. Just that when I tried seed starting mix a couple years ago, I wasn't a fan of that either. So we'll see. It seems like these places are putting more and more bark into the soil. But I know there's Happy Frog that people were raving about. Some people don't like it, some people do like it. It's like there's some people that don't like Miracle Grow, and there's some people that do like it. So everybody's just whatever. There's always something somebody doesn't like or something somebody prefers over the other. So whatever. I'm one of those whatever people, like whatever. If it's on sale, I'm gonna buy it. Well, if I hear enough people talk about it, I guess I'll buy it too, though. But, you know. Okay, so I don't know about that lady who recommended this soil, but never again. There's so much bark in it. Like, I'm not happy, but I'm gonna use a sifter from Dollar Tree and just sift it out and just go about my day. So I gave up using that mix. I'm not going to buy that mix ever again. I'm going to get my refund from Amazon come Monday. And I'm going to finish using this potty mix that I had in the plant room that I totally forgot about. It's Miracle Grow. I had a little bit left, so I'm going to finish off with this and go from there. And I'm filling all my cups up. I may not use them all now, but I'm just going to have them filled just because. So this is my setup right here. I have about 20 of the red solo cups and 3 of the clear cups from last year, and I have my little bin of soil. I poked holes on the bottom, and I have holes on the top, and that's my little catch-all tray. It's just some extra container I had. I'm gonna use it all as a watering tray, actually. And that's good to use, guys. Like, if you have any old like bins, just use them. I mean, use what you have. Winter sowing is about using milk jugs and whatever plastic containers you have. Now I'm also gonna demonstrate my Ziploc bag method that I was talking about earlier, but I'll probably do that later in another video because I'm not prepared to do that right now. I just want to see how this is going to work out first. I don't have a clear bin top, so I'm going to use this plastic sheet, and hopefully this works out fine. Now, I have seen others do it this way also when they don't have a clear top, so we'll see how it goes. Now, I have these two setups in the greenhouse, my little greenhouse, and hopefully, I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm just going to see how things go. I'll give it a day or two and see how things go and go from there. Now, I do have the bin of solo cups out in the garden on a table, so we'll just see how this all works out, guys. Okay, so shout out to my husband for doing the cleanup on that tomato bed disaster. And it's all clean, guys. Look how clean it is over there. Like, I'm so happy. I cannot wait to amend the soil and grow a bunch of flowers. That's what I want to do, a bunch of flowers in that bed. This is my garlic. It's still doing good. It survived so far. So I'm happy to know that something survived, because that winter storm we just had was horrible, killing a lot of my things. Now, it is my fault because I didn't cover anything up, but you know, whatever, nature happens. And I cleaned out my green stalks. I got rid of most of the old stuff that was decaying or dying from the ice and everything. I did leave one plant because I was just like, well, maybe this one will live. But these are my blueberry bushes. I'm sure they're still alive because they're just dormant right now. Every year I've had them for like 3 years, maybe 2 years, 3 years. And as you can see, if I do a scratch test, there's still some green. So these are alive. They're just dormant in their dormancy period. And these are my elderberries that I just planted last year. I got these cuttings from a local plant swap. I don't know what this is right here. Who knows? Something that died. But these 4 right here are elderberry cuttings, and they are alive and well. There's some green on them, so I'm sure they're fine. That is my blackberry bush in the yellow bin. These are my strawberry plants, and I'm hoping they're alive. They're green, and they usually survive every year. These are my grapevines. Yeah. Now, this yellow bin is my goji berry. And the pink bin was my raspberry bush. I hope those 2 are alive. Well, I just want to say thank y'all for hanging out with me today, watching me do a little garden cleanup and a little winter sowing. I just want to say, if you made this far, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I would gladly see you in my next video. Bye.